Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Alpar Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report. Let's look for the best trading setups on the market right now. And we need to start with the calendar, obviously. And the calendar is empty. And you know this, today we will just get GDP. Well, calendar was empty on Monday and Tuesday, and today we will get important data for the American dollar, so GDP and core personal consumption expenditures data from the US, and this will be published in 3.5 hours, so brace for this. Apart from that, not much is happening from the fundamental point of view, so we can come back to the charts. These are the instruments that we analyzed yesterday, so I will quickly recap this, and then we will analyze the rest of the instruments that we were talking about that we didn't mention yesterday. First, we'll start with gold, because gold made a major reversal yesterday, so buyers were unable to hold above this horizontal support, which is pretty clear for everyone. The price went lower. Today we tested this resistance, this recent support as a resistance. Test was negative for the buyers. The price went down. We do have a long tails on the candles, so the thing is that we do have a flag formation. Those green lines is a flag, and a breakout of the lower line of the flag will be a major sell signal and an invitation to test the lows on $1,160 for ounce. This breakout here, this comeback below 23.6 Fibonacci can be lethal for the situation on gold, because yesterday that was very positive. That price being above this level was a nice buy signal pointing at 38.2, but the comeback below this line is a negative factor, and the test is a negative here, so it does not look good anymore for the gold. It was looking good for the past 2 days, so Monday, American session on Monday, and the European session on Tuesday was looking great, with a potential buy signal, but the comeback here is a very negative factor on a daily chart, and that's almost an engulfing here, engulfing on a resistance that is usually a pretty strong sell signal. So I'm bullish on gold in the long term. I own a physical gold, but the thing is that when you have a situation like that, you need to be honest with yourself, and the situation on gold does not look good. Euro dollar is also having a reversal, but here everything is under control. On a daily chart, you will see that yesterday the price almost touched this important horizontal resistance and went a bit lower, but this is still nothing. We could have a uptrend line, but it's not so relevant because it's very steep, so it's normal that it will be broken. I think that we should get another test of this horizontal resistance. That would be nice to see the test. A bounce from this line will create a double top formation and will be a positive sign for dollar. But as for now, yes, we do have a small reversal, but I do think that we should have another test. Well, actually a first attempt to test the green line. I don't think that the price will reverse, that the price will go lower without testing this resistance first. Australian dollar to American dollar, what do we have here is a bounce from the long-term downtrend line and from the horizontal resistance that happened yesterday. Today we do have a proof of that, so the price is going significantly lower. So the sentiment on the Australian dollar is very, very negative, and we do have a proper sell signal on this pair. And now three instruments from the trading sniper video. First is euro to Swiss franc, which is having a very technical setup. So we had a left shoulder head and a right shoulder. We had a breakout of the neckline and then test of this neckline as a closest resistance. The test the test was done with the wedge pattern, those red lines, and the test finished with bounce, but also with creating a head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. So, and the same time, well, almost in the same time, first we broke the lower line of the wedge, then we broke the neckline. So the price, and we told you that yesterday, that the price going to this X will be a sell signal. So we do have a sell signal. Now maybe we'll have a test of this broken support as a resistance, and a bearish price action here will be a legitimate signal to go short. On the other hand, euro, so here euro to Swiss franc, we have a sell signal, but on euro to Australian dollar, we do have a buy signal. We all remember this breakout of this horizontal support. I entered with a short position there, then the price tested that and went lower, so that was a beautiful sell signal, but the price decided to do the opposite thing, and they went higher. So the price bounced from the long-term uptrend line and broke the horizontal resistance. That was when the price came back above this. Maybe let me change the color here. When the price came back above the blue area, it was clear that it's a false breakout. So a false breakout usually results with the strong movements in the opposite direction. That's what's happening. The price went higher above this horizontal resistance. Then broken resistance was tested as a support, and then the price went significantly higher. So that is a proper, legitimate long-term buy signal. New Zealand dollar to American dollar here. We do have a double top formation, 1, 2, and double top formation is happening on an important resistance, which comes from the correction equality pattern. Those gray rectangles are the same, and also we do have this resistance which comes from this support, this support, this support, this support. So now we are testing this. The price closing a day above the green area, above the gray area, actually will be a proper buy signal. So price closing a day on this checkpoint will be a buy signal, but on the other hand, price closing maybe not today, but maybe next day or the week below the blue area will be a super strong sell signal. Euro to Japanese yen. Here on the other hand, we do have a proper buy signal. So the price is bouncing from the horizontal support on a weekly chart. The price is still inside of the flag pattern, and or a wedge actually. Let's do it like this. We are inside of this pattern. Breakout of the green area will be a super strong buy signal. On a daily chart we do have a small bounce, but it's not surprising because it's hard to imagine that the price will break this level straight away. So maybe we'll have a small downswing. Last week was pretty amazing. Here you can see we'll have a small reversal and then an upswing. British pound to Swiss franc, as we said, that is a proper sell signal, and we do have still a sell signal. British pound to Japanese yen. I'm waiting for the price to get to this red area. Why? Because it will be a combination of three important resistances. So first one will be this broken uptrend line, second one will be this horizontal resistance, and third one would be the correction equality pattern. Those corrections are almost the same, right? This one is a little bit bigger, but it would be really nice to see the price there testing this horizontal resistance. Also, I'm gonna check if we're gonna have Fibos. Well, now we do have Fibo 23.6, so here we will not get any Fibos. So if not, there's no problem. I don't need to see Fibos there. British pound to American dollar also is approaching, cable is approaching important resistance, which is a combination of this midterm downtrend line here and this horizontal resistance marked with an orange color. So we are aiming this line. If the price would get there and there, I mean here, and create a bullish price pattern, that would be a really sweet selling opportunity. And next one is New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen, which is also approaching a super important resistance. So first of all, we do have this horizontal resistance here. Most probably it will be broken. Okay, fair enough. But the second one will be midterm downtrend line and 23.6 Fibonacci of this downtrend. And also we had a bigger correction and a smaller correction, and we can get a correction equality pattern here, because once the price will get here, we will get the same correction as this one. Once the price will get here, we will get the same correction as this one. Pretty remarkable here is that here we had a bigger correction, smaller, so maybe this one will be even smaller, so it can end up here. But I would really love to see the price bouncing from the red area first, and that would be pretty amazing sell signal. So for this, we need to see the price bouncing from the midterm downtrend line here for the proper sell signal. I would love to see this. So this is where we we ended our analysis here. I remember that I was talking about the American dollar to Canadian dollar. Let me check American dollar to Swiss franc if we have something interesting. Why I do this is I want to show you my decision-making process, how I analyze charts live. And the thing is that I like to open fresh instruments, and because from the previous week I can be biased about something. No, I want a fresh look. I don't want to be biased about anything, and I do fresh analysis of the instruments every week. Here, American dollar to Swiss franc, I don't see anything interesting. It's clean, but there is no proper trading signal. On American dollar to Japanese yen, we entered this sideways trend stage, which actually can be a good trading opportunity, because we do have a horizontal support, we do have a dynamic resistance. Okay, we do have this resistance here. Okay, it looks pretty clean. Let me check the Fibonacci's. Nope. Breakout of the blue line, that will be a buy signal. Breakout of the red line will be a super buy signal. Breakout of the blue line here will be a sell signal. So I'm gonna leave this instrument. Australian dollar to Canadian dollar now. What do we have here? Well, that is a sell, but it's too late. Great sell was here. Australian dollar to Swiss franc, that is also a pretty good sell, but the good sell was here. Now it's too late, so the proper sells. Oh, that was beautiful. Downswing, retest, and a downswing. That was a very nice sell signal. Well, in the long term, if you still believe in this, but the risk to reward ratio is not desirable anymore. Now Australian dollar to American dollar is still locked in this sideways trend. And there is this resistance, support. That is a false breakout. Generally, it can be considered as a false breakout. Now New Zealand dollar is much stronger than the Australian one. Breakout of this blue line will be a sell signal towards this area. So that's actually interesting. I'm gonna leave this. Canadian dollar to Swiss franc. That's a head and shoulder formation. Left shoulder, head and right shoulder, but we are in the middle of the sideways trend, so the place for this formation is unfortunate. But it can give us a nice upswing, especially that we do have a nice downswing, especially if this downtrend line will be broken. In the long term, it's a sell signal because that's a downtrend flag and most probably a downtrend. But the thing is that Australian dollar is about, that Swiss franc is about to get stronger, and I don't think that Swiss National Bank will like it. We will see what they will say about this. Should I leave it? I don't like this kind of a chart where it's like choppy. But in my opinion, breakout of the yellow area can bring us a sell signal, so yes, let's leave it. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Here, here. Horizontal resistance, horizontal support. Most probably the price will test the upper line here, but no, that's not a clear setup. Euro to New Zealand dollar, horizontal support, horizontal resistance here. I don't see a good setup here. Oh, most probably many people will go short here. I can see that New Zealand dollar now is one of the strongest currencies among the majors. And no. Actually, I'm interested what's gonna happen with this. But let me use this line. I'm interested what's gonna happen with this resistance here. Or let's do like this. That seems like a nice rejection. We will see how deep it will go. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. Support is tested as a resistance, most probably a sell. A downtrend line. Looks good for sellers. A New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc. That's a sell. Okay, British pound to New Zealand dollar. Let's check this one. This is the sideways trend that is holding the price since October 2017. and we are waiting for the breakout, right? There is this resistance, there is this resistance here. Here and here. Only the breakout from the triangle should not change anything. The breakout of the upper line here can give us a buy signal, and the breakout of the lower line here can give us a sell signal. And let's check the situation on Ruble with the dollar. You remember the symmetric triangle? We were telling you about this, that it's a positive setup, that we should end up much higher, and the price did go much higher. I didn't hold this because the swaps were not very good, but technically it was an awesome setup. And now we do have a proper buy signal here. Emerging markets currencies are under the pressure because of the Turkey, and it's not slowing down. So yeah, this is the Russian ruble. Silver also very negative situation. So downswing, triangle, downswing. That's a flag here and here. We should get a further drop on this instrument, and the drop can aim the lows from 2015. Yes, here. So that is the situation on silver. I'm not gonna keep this chart open on my platform because I already have a setup on silver, on gold, and it's the same. Let's check the dollar index. Oh, wait. These are bad peeps, bad ticks, I'm sorry. Horizontal resistance. So the sentiment does not look good anymore for the dollar. These are false breakouts. It seems like the dollar should be weaker in the next few, let's say, days or weeks. Bitcoin. Let's check the Bitcoin, because Bitcoin seems like Bitcoin defended this horizontal support on $5,800. They had this inverse head and shoulder formation. They had this inverse head and shoulder formation here. I thought that this is a false breakout, but the price eventually went higher. Check Fibos. We almost retraced this 50% of this downtrend. There is this horizontal resistance here, and okay, other color. When the price will come back above the green area, that will be a nice buy signal. As long as we are below the green area, I don't think that buying Bitcoin is a good option. WTI. WTI oil. The upswing stopped a little bit, but the thing is that there is still a positive sentiment, right? After the breakout of this line, we should get a further upswing. So the sentiment on oil is good, but it's not the best trading setup I have ever seen in my life. But let's check S&P 500. Yes, this is how they play in the United States. Buy more and more and more and more. Nobody's thinking about consequences. Stocks are heading higher. New all-time highs. The longest prosperity period on the record. Well, What else can you say? FTSE, downswing, correction, downswing, correction, downswing, most probably correction and a further downswing. It's remarkable that United States in US we do have new highs, and Europe is struggling a little bit, as you can see. Sentiment on FTSE is rather negative. I'm gonna keep this because I want to see where it will go. And let's check the DAX, because DAX is in a slightly better situation than FTSE. I would say that a comeback above this line will be a buy signal. There is a clear horizontal support here, breakout of the green line, sell signal, breakout of the blue line, buy signal. So let's recap the situation of the market. First we will start with the gold, which gold being below the green area is a negative signal. Euro to American dollar, I think we should eventually test the green area. Australian dollar to American dollar, that is still a sell signal. Euro to Swiss franc, sell, pretty strong one. Euro to Australian dollar, buy, pretty strong one. New Zealand dollar to American dollar, waiting for the proper buy signal. Euro to Japanese yen, that is long-term buy, short-term sell. British pound to Swiss franc, that is sell. British pound, Japanese yen, waiting for a proper sell signal here. Cable, proper sell signal here. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, proper sell signal here. American dollar to Japanese yen, waiting for the breakout without signal. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar, rather sell. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, rather sell. Euro to New Zealand dollar, that is proper sell. British pound to New Zealand dollar, waiting for the breakout. Bitcoin, positive. FTSE negative, and DAX is waiting for breakout. So that's it, guys. That's the situation on the market right now. Remember that trading and investment in financial markets involves an element of risk, and in the meantime, follow us on our social media accounts, Twitter, our website, our YouTube, our Facebook. And now half an hour break, and after that educational webinar. So see you soon.